you have enough plushies, but I don't have these. Hey, look, that's a Netherlands country ball and Swiss country ball. You can find these over at makeshift.com using that first link down below. But I'm really bringing this up because someone responded to that post asking who would buy a Dutch ball, and that ended up getting like 8,000 likes. But of course, the person blocked me afterwards when I retweeted it. Anyways, I just found that funny because there's so many people that were like, me, I want one, I want one. People who watch this man. And the Netherlands country ball here is outselling the Swiss one, almost at 1,000. India allows LGBTQ plus couples to open joint bank accounts and also nominate partners as beneficiaries. Meanwhile, just below that, Taliban officially bans, India and Afghanistan have a lot of differences, I guess. I remember reading a response that said, I would have thought that Taliban would have instantly banned that. What exactly was going on during those years they were still trying to decide? Perhaps they were experimenting. Hi, I'm an Indian man, and I'm looking for a Maori woman. Not for dating, but to help me fight my Samoan neighbors. I mean, if I could recruit anyone on Earth to help me fight my Samoan neighbors, like, it doesn't get better than the Maori, right? Even if I replicated myself 10 different times, I'm not sure I could beat a Samoan. Food when you got colonized by the Portuguese. Meanwhile, food when you got colonized by the British. On one side, Macau cuisine. On the other, Hong Kong cuisine. I didn't even consider this very important factor. The rivalry between these two microstates off the coast of China continues. I've actually always been very obsessed with Macau. I just like the idea that it's Las Vegas for China. And yes, it was in fact colonized by the Portuguese there. It's even part of their official languages. Romania and the EU getting ready to hand something over to Moldova. Be annexed by Romania, join the EU, and not be poor. I don't think so. Yeah, I think Moldova's gonna pass on that. Even Romania's shocked. Just the normal Moldavian Sigma grind set. Funny, I mean, how hard could that process be? But doesn't matter, they're like, nah. Jojo Siwa wants to represent Poland at Eurovision. Meanwhile, Gulag. That's all this Polish man had to say. I'm assuming he's Polish. Jojo Siwa wants to represent Poland at Eurovision 2025. Hasn't Poland been through enough already? This would just be a step too far, I think. Even considering their entire history, this would probably be the most horrific thing they'd ever have to deal with. Ruins warfare, ruins combat, ruins half the freaking military meta. How can a $35 hobby toy be so cringe? Drone warfare changes everything in 2024, but it's not like this is the first time that's happened. Ruins warfare, ruins combat, ruins plate armor, ruins half the freaking military meta. Yes, crossbows did this as well, and there's countless other examples throughout history. Literally the entire animal kingdom was saying this very same thing, just when humans figured out how to throw rocks. My mom, have you been playing Hoi 4 all day? Meanwhile, me, no. Then there's my cat in the background that cannot stop quoting Francisco Franco. He now knows perfect Spanish and can also perfectly lead nationalist Spain to defeating Republican Spain. Once he unifies Spain, I think we all know what he'll do next. A German far-right party is projected to win in regional elections for the first time since 1945. For the first time since 1945. I was waiting to like scream. Probably some painter in Austria thinking right now, it's time. We really need to have like government surveillance over every single painter that lives in Austria, just in case. A normal day in the city of Birmingham. God save Birmingham inside the United Kingdom. It's an open world survival craft, zombies, and physics based. Oh, don't forget, it's also a simulator game. It's just simulating the average day in Birmingham in it. I wonder if they chose this name and location on purpose or what exactly is going on here. Men, which one is cooler? We've got a cowboy, pirate, knight, or samurai, which I guess the samurai have won, and 46,000 people voted here. Anime fans have truly ruined this country. Like, I get if the poll was a lot more close, if it was all hovering around 25%, but all the anime fans pushing samurai at 41 percentile, that's insane. I probably would have picked up pirate as well. Someone recently explained to me that piracy would have been the funnest thing ever, minus the scurvy and the death. You're literally just drunk off of rum with the boys out at sea for the vast majority of time. It'd be a blast. Occasionally you get to go out and fight stuff and look for buried treasure. Give the Sahara back, you Moroccan invader! Cry harder, it's mine, I control it. Give back these cities, they're historically Moroccan. Get wrecked, it's Spanish land now. Give back Gibraltar, it's Spanish land. Cry harder, it's British land now. Give back the Suez, the UK built it. It's Egyptian now. Cry harder, you dogs. And the process just keeps going and going and going. You've got the nation of Western Sahara taking this from Morocco. You got Morocco taking land from Western Sahara. You got Spain taking land from Morocco. You got the British taking Gibraltar from Spain. And then there's Egypt taking the Suez from the British, which I feel like that kind of is a different thing. It's not really a part of the pattern. I would have liked if they just kept going up geographically speaking. Peru, Brazil, the UK, and France having more than 25 days vacation. Meanwhile, Chile, Ecuador, and Venezuela only having 15 days of vacation. But then finally, yeah, there's Mexico. I mean, I constantly see this all the time in graphs. The country of Mexico works more days per year than almost anybody else. What's crazy is this is across multiple reports too. They all have Mexico working the most amount of hours per year. Watching Oppenheimer in South Korea, Hiroshima scene happens. Crowd starts cheering. South Korea. Never change. And they probably weren't the only ones. There was probably multiple Asian countries that were cheering during that. This happened just before my 24-hour flight from Sydney to London. We boarded but hadn't taken off yet, and someone airdrops me a video. I open it, and it's someone from business class stretching their legs out. Still can't freaking believe I got done like that. Talk about the most disrespectful thing you could do. If this was done to me, I think I would have just accidentally become the Joker for the rest of my life. This would be my villain origin story. Pakta is Brat, Inside Out 2 is Demure, The Rizzler is Cringe, and Little Yachty is but you bolt. Awaken the mountains of Carthage. You are not online. It is 217 BC. You are General Hannibal. The future cannot come to pass. Rome must burn. What I would give to go back to this. And please make all these people the Romans that I'm about to charge with my battle elephants. Baby Gronk is beefing with the Costco guys. My weekend is ruined. I despise all this. I can't. Oh yeah, let's go. The boys are getting back together again, including Australia and France. We got Japan, Italy, and German boats all together. I guess the French and Aussies have decided to change time in this world war. This is apparently from the exercise Noble Raven from 2024. Modern day Europe trying to produce 1 million artillery shells every year. It's so hard, man. Meanwhile, 4 countries in 1918 spending 1 million artillery shells on the average day. Oh, World War I. If only we could go back to that, right? Actually, no, don't take that seriously. Yeah, we literally are having a really hard time getting out artillery shells right now. What experiencing 2 suns does to someone. Okay, we have Japanese soldiers leaving the production line. There's the 2
What's going on?
suns that...
What the hell is this? Morning?
I don't know what to say. That poor Japanese public had no idea what hit them. We can all agree it's a major improvement, though. Are Croatians racist? I don't speak for all of Croatia, but I personally am racist. Okay, well, that, I guess, answers our question. I don't even think we need any more data about this subject. Cringe Western straight border, bleh. How about this beautiful spaghetti border here in the Balkans? I'll never forgive the United States for not having more spaghetti borders like this. There's literally so many places around the world that make this their favorite pastime. I just want to be able to walk in a perfectly straight line and go back and forth between other countries every single mile. Is that so much to ask? Albania under Roman rule. Albania under Ottoman rule. Albania under what? Oh, yeah, alright. No, but have you looked at how beautiful Albania actually is? They do not get enough credit. This is absolutely going to be my next beach getaway vacation. Russia should annex Ukraine because Kiev was the first capital of Kiev and Rus. Yeah, pretty small brain if you ask me. Greece should retake Constantinople because it was once a Greek city for most of its history. Alright, okay, slightly bigger brain. Ireland should annex France because the Celts lived there before the Franks did. Now we're getting somewhere. Italy should invade Turkey because the Roman legends and they're the descendants of the Anatolian Trojans. Oh! Spain should conquer Poland and Sweden since that is where the Goths first came from. Israel and Egypt should do a joint invasion of Crete since the Minoans were probably Semitic. Every single country has a claim on the nation of Ethiopia since that is where humans first evolved. This makes the most sense to me. If we want to go further enough back, so easy to make these claims. However, I would like to warn all countries that Ethiopia does a pretty good job when people are invading them. Just ask the Italians. Does America even have any food worthy of this reaction? You think our obesity rate is high with nothing to show for it? Yeah, no, trust me, we definitely have nice food. Well, that or we just serve massive portions. It might be the latter. European city names. Moscow, blah. Naples, London, blah. Athens, yeah. Meanwhile, American city names. Moscow, oh yeah. Naples, yeah. London, Ohio, Skibbity, and Athens, Georgia, yeah. Wow, these names sound awfully familiar. It's almost like we Americans just completely jacked European city names and named them for ourselves. I didn't actually know that the state of Idaho has a city named Moscow. Also, Naples in Florida. I did know about London, Ohio, Skibbity. Why is he Skibbity? And of course, Athens, Georgia. That's a very big one. It's probably the best version of this meme I've actually seen. Liverpool, England, very nerdy. How about Liverpool, New York, Chad? Or Norfolk, UK versus Norfolk, Virginia? Can't forget about Warsaw, Indiana. How many times did we honestly do this? Like, it's actually kind of sad. We really cannot be unique, can we? Big thanks to the patrons. Month 1 in Drew's basement. Kansas was mentioned. I can't sleep without Drew's voice. Drew's Argentinian grandpa. I'm back,
Amateur
boys.
Archaeology.
A Fat Normal.
Carmel S.
Connor
The
Pavlik,
Beautiful.
Megan
Baggins.
Underwood. Inquisitor
John Denver.
Zarius. Kirino is
Luxembourg
Best
Lover.
Girl.
Taylor
Nor
the
Tyrell.
Goat.
The Mexican
King
760.
Bear Hayes.
Frederick
and
Tidlin.
Zany Boy.